Let's get into the countdown of the top 10 major economic deals in Canada in 2025. One of the most practical moves came at home. Federal, provincial, and territorial leaders passed the Free Trade and Labor Mobility in Canada Act. By allowing goods and services and skilled workers to move more freely, this change is projected to unlock between $200 to $240 billion in long-term economic output. Early in the year, Prime Minister Carney aligned with premiers on a national growth framework, focusing on trade corridors, infrastructure, and Indigenous-led energy projects like Cedar Light natural gas. These initiatives are projected to generate over $275 million in economic activity and support hundreds of skilled jobs. Canada's liquefied natural gas sector took a major step forward, strengthening its position as a reliable supplier of lower emissions energy to Asia and Europe. The LNG Canada export terminal in Kitimat represents one of the largest private sector investments in Canadian history, and the Indigenous-led Cedar LNG project received federal support toward a roughly $5.96 billion development. Canada expanded trade missions across the Indo-Pacific region, fostering new opportunities and export agreements worth millions of dollars. These efforts were critical in reducing Canada's reliance on the U.S. market and helping domestic businesses reach new global buyers. Canada's reputation in artificial intelligence helped attract new global research and data infrastructure partnerships. This sector saw potential private sector investment of $4 to $6 billion and supported approximately 5,000 high-skilled jobs in engineering, research, and product development. At the G7 summit, Canada announced the Critical Minerals Action Plan with 9 other G7 countries to secure vital mineral supply chains. Mining, processing, and transportation projects unlocked $6.4 billion in new investment and supported an estimated 7,000 to 9,000 jobs, many in northern and rural communities. Singapore reaffirmed and expanded its investment footprint in Canada, focusing on infrastructure, logistics, and technology. These commitments carried potential revenues of $5 to $7 billion and supported approximately 3,000 Canadian jobs. This commitment underscored Asia's capital meeting Canadian stability. The second tranche of nation-building projects focused on ports, power transmission, and transportation corridors. Valued at $56 billion, these investments are expected to support around 68,000 jobs while dramatically improving Canada's long-term trade competitiveness. The year saw regulatory alignment and investment support for Alberta energy infrastructure upgrades and export capacity, aiming to stabilize existing pipelines and improve access to tidewater. These efforts supported potential revenues of $12 to $15 billion and helped sustain over 20,000 energy sector jobs across Western Canada. And the biggest deal of 2025, Canada and the United Arab Emirates signed a landmark agreement paving the way for a massive $70 billion investment across clean energy, AI infrastructure, and minerals. This deal is expected to support tens of thousands of Canadian jobs over the coming decade. By year's end, Canada had secured more than $100 billion in announced investments. Despite all the global uncertainty, 2025 was the year that Canada proved what it can do when it builds strong ties outside the country and invests right here at home.